Okay. So in question number 10, Acha, chalo, let me now help you out with one thing that is important. That let's say if I have to sketch the graph of 5x minus 3y, and let's ignore the sign for the time being, is equals to minus 15. Okay. The first thing you can always try and do is, let's say x is 0, right? If x is 0, when you put x equals to this equation over here, that will become 5 times 0, that will be 0. So you have minus 3y equals to minus 15. This minus cancel. I will be equals to 5. Right? 5 will be 15 upon 3. Na? And if I take y is equals to 0, if I take y is equals to 0 over here, and why am I doing that? I'm telling you. देखो, this 15, it can divide by 3 and can divide by 5 as well. Right? So if I take y as 0, I will get 5x is equals to minus 15. X will be equals to minus 15 upon 5, that is minus 3. To sketch a line, it's enough to have 2 points. So one of the points is 0 and 5. The other point is minus 3 and 0, that will be over. Okay? So that's the first bit. And then you just join the points. Okay? You join the points to make a straight line. Now, once you made straight line, the question says less than or equals to, right? So can I say this will be the area less than or equals to? The question said shading. We have to shade this area. So I'll just simply shade this area. That's it. This one shading. Okay. Now going on to the next question. Okay. Again, these questions, all of you have a very good basic idea. Let me quickly go about one or two of them, and then you people will do most of these on your own. So the first thing I identify the equation of this line, that is y unshaded area is the upper area. So I will say y is greater than 3, and as it's a complete line, I will put an equal to sign. Okay. In question number 2, what we have is this area is defined by 2 lines. Let's go step by step. This is the first line, the horizontal line is at y equals to 1. The unshaded area is above this line. So I will say y is greater than 1, and I will not put an equal to sign because it's a dotted line. The second vertical line is passing through x is equals to 1. So this is 2, this should be 1. So the equation of this line is x equals to 1. This area is to the left of this line, so I will say x is less than 1. Can it's a complete line, so equal to 1. Can getting it so far? Okay. Similarly, question number 3, it says this equation would be y is equals to 2. This equation would be y is equals to minus. So I will give my answer like this. Y is greater than equals to minus 4. It is greater than minus 4 and lesser than equals to minus 2. So I can give my answer positive to my card. Positive to the task. Okay. I will just for your quick revision do one or two more questions. Y is less than 2x. So the first thing I will expect everyone to do is you will take values of x and y, and you can start off with x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1. So when and ignore this inequality sign initial. You write y is equals to 2x. When x is 0, 2 times 0 will be what? That will be 0. So you will write 0. When x is 1, 2 times 1 will be what? 2. So you have 2 points, which is enough to sketch a graph. So 0 and 0 is over here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 will be over here. Once you have these 2 points, you simply make a line. Now the important thing is that as there's only a less than sign, there's no equal to sign, I will make a dotted line. Okay, so it's not that accurate, but just for your understanding, I'm just making a rough dotted line. And then less than means I have to leave it unshaded. So I will shade the greater part. And I'll just label it for you people. This represents y is greater than 2x, the upper area, and the lower area represents y is less than 2x. Okay? Okay. Now I will do the last question over here, and that will be question number 6, and then moving on to including this equality 3 and so the first thing is y is greater than equals to 1. You will make a line at x y equals to minus 1. So this line is y equals to minus 1. Unshaded area is the region above that. And then y is x minus 2. So just ignore the inequality sign. Let's make x minus 2. Again, how do we plot? I will take x equals to 0 and x equals to 1. And in the equation, first I will write x equals to 0. I get y equals to minus 2. When I take x equals to 1, I will get minus 1. So 0 and minus 2 is over here, x0, y minus 2. And the other point is 1 and minus 1. 1 and minus 1 is over here. Once I have points, I will just join them with a straight line. Now, let's leave unshaded the region defined by the inequalities y is greater than 1 above the red line and lesser than x minus 2. Lesser than equals to x minus 2, matlab below this line. So you have this region, let's call this region A will be left unshaded, right? Everything else you will shade. This region is lesser than y equals to x minus 2 and greater than y equals to minus 2. And that's most of the exam. Ask you to shade or put a letter on the region. This worksheet is slightly different. It is asking to leave it unshaded. That is it, beta. What I want from you people is this worksheet along with this worksheet that I have sent. So these are 12 questions over here, and in this worksheet we'll have done 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12. This work must be done within this class. Starting now. And I will come and check each and everyone's work. If I'll be moving around. Arslan, you will be sending me your work after you have done one or two parts, okay? Make sure once you're done with one or two parts, send me your work immediately. Start everyone. Let me the first thing that we need to know is 7. Therefore, this is y is greater than 0, right? So the first thing you need to know is where is the line y is equal to 0. Now, this is the line, if I make this is the line y equals to 1. Okay, this is y equals to 2. So y equals to 0 will be over here, right? So this is the line y equals to 0. I will make it this line. Now this is x is less than equals to 1. So I will make a line at x is 1. So that's the first thing. Okay? And the next step is y is equals to x plus 3. Ignore the equal to sign for. So how do I sketch the line? I just explained. I will take x equals to 0. When x is 0, can I say y will be 3? And when x is 1, y will be 4. 3 plus 1. See? Now you plot the points. So 0 and 3 is over here. 1 and 4 is over here. You have these 2 points over here. You just join them with a straight line. Okay? Now, once you have made these 3 lines, look at what it is saying. Greater than 0 means above this line. Okay? So y is greater than 0 above this line. X is less than 1 to the left of this line. And lesser than x plus 3 means below this line. So look, the shading part comes later. The first thing is you are able to at least draw the lines now. You will learn shading eventually. And that's it. That was it. But in the question it is saying leave unshaded. I should have shaded the other part, but that's not important for you. You can shade it, doesn't matter. Point being, the first thing should be able to sketch the line. That's the most basic part. Okay. And similarly with this, if the line is given, then you should figure out the line. How do we do that? Look, we have look at the board one final. So to find the equation of a line, what we do is points on the line. I have this one point over here. This is 1 and minus 1. Let me take another point over here. This is 2 and minus 4. Now the equation is given by y equals to mx plus c. Now how do I find the gradient? y2 minus y1. So let's say this is y2. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this will become minus 4 plus 1 minus minus is plus upon 1. So minus 3 upon 1 is minus, right? So you'll get minus 3x. And the good thing about these questions is The y-intercept can be seen from the graph, where it cuts this line y. That is 2 over here. Right? So minus 3x plus 2 is the equation. Okay? Once you get this equation, this region unshaded is greater, it is above the line, right? So you will just write, sir, y is greater than equals to minus 3x plus 2. Sometimes they will ask you to shade, sometimes they will ask you to describe it. In describing, you'll have to give the equation. They will give the equation or they might not give the equation. Both ways, the method still remains the same. Okay. Okay. Now try this one out on you. And don't focus on this part. Okay. Don't focus over here. Just try and make the equation of this line. Don't even look at the question. Just look at the line, choose 2 points, any 2 points, and then make the equation of the line. Mm-hmm. तुमने x2 minus x1 कर तुमने y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 होता है ना तुमने ग्रेडियंट के लिए x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1 करा है कैंसिल हो लो इधर लो दिखाओ मुझे मैं वर्किंग दिखा रहा हूँ -2 और 1 का है क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 में ना नहीं ना देखो ना ये देखो ये है ना ये लाइन तो ये पॉइंट क्या है 1 और -1 है तो 1 और -1 का है ये लाइन पर होगी पॉइंट फिर तो मल्टी थोड़ी पॉइंट लाइन पर आना चाहिए ना समझ आ रही है क्या कह रहा हूँ क्वेश्चन 8 इज डन डू क्वेश्चन 9 हाँ अब देखो व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन जस्ट टेल मी द क्वेश्चन ओके सो यू कैन राइट दैट y plus 4x is equals to minus 4 as well है ना now it this unshaded area is above है ना so you will write y plus 4x is greater than minus 4 but that's it oh, this is not important by the way if you are able to find the gradient as 4 and the y-intercept as minus 4 as given over there it becomes very straightforward again because this is not very clear on the board you will have to your mobile phones I don't know how Chalo, one more question for the people. Chalo, look at the board. Look, let's not even look at what the question is. Do a look at the board for a moment. Dekho, I have this unshaded area that I have to decide. Okay. So first of all, this line has the equation y is equals to 1, I know. And this region that is unshaded is above the line. So I can just say y is greater than the first part is straight. Okay. Now the next part, this line is a dotted line. I need to find the equation of this line. So for the equation, I will choose 2 points on the line. This point is over here. So this is -1 and 3. So I will write -1 and 3. And I will choose another point on the line and the easier line. Look, this is another point. And this point will be what? X is 0, Y is -1. It's too dark over here for people. You can look it up in your mobile phones. Now what you will do is once you have chosen 2 points on the line, you will write x1, y1, you will write x2, y2, and then you will find the grade. Y2 minus y1 minus 1 minus 3 divided by x minus x1. Be very careful with this working that I'm. So you will get -4 upon +1. So the gradient is minus. Once you get your gradient as -4, the y-intercept, I can see that is -1. So the equation of this line I will write as y equals to -4x minus 1. That's the first bit. Now, once you have made the equation, this unshaded area is above this line, right? So you will write y is greater than, because it's dotted, -4x minus. Okay? So you should just have good enough practice, and that's why again I keep on coming back to the coded geometry worksheet I gave you people to practice making equation of a line. Once you have done that worksheet, this task is very straightforward. Yeah. Stating the correct reason normally is for 1 mark. Here are the three responses. हाँ, minus of constant. What is the constant term? Minus 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 to minus two is not a plus. I'll tell you what the minus to minus that is what's the time? Can I say this is the point of the line? This one minus five minus. Another point over here, look this one. Minus, I know you will do. देखो minus two I don't care about minus two. Point है up. minus because this is the line on the left, on the left. That point you get. However, it will take you around a month to like थोड़ा सा ना time लगेगा. It's okay. And OLED math will be easy math. हाँ हाँ but देखो again you were on a break for a year or two, right? So it's fine. I mean, you have just joined 2 weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago. It's fine. Take you a month to just start understanding. तुम्हें नाइन में इक्वेशन नहीं बनाना. ये लो मेरा 4x तो वन. भाई देखो ना तुमने पॉइंट क्या चूज करे मुझे बता. मुझे पॉइंट बताओ. अब मान लीजिए सुनो आप सब देखो बेटा. यार मैं इंग्लिश पॉइंट ऑन द लाइन. खुदा का वास्ता -1 इज नॉट ऑन द लाइन. इट इज अवे फ्रॉम द लाइन. देख रही हो. ये पॉइंट जो मैंने सर्कल किया ये ऑन द लाइन है. एक और पॉइंट है ये वाला. दिस इज ऑन द लाइन. दिस पॉइंट इज -2 and 4. एक्स एक्सिस पे ये. हाँ तो ये ले सकती हो. हाँ ये वाला पॉइंट ले सकती हो -1, 0. सब जो पॉइंट ऑन द लाइन कोऑर्डिनेट सही तो लिखो -1, 0. अब देखो -1, 0 है 2, 4 है और एक और पॉइंट है 0, -4. I have 3 points on the line now. I can choose any to find the gradient. Gradient with something. Just to choose 2 points on the line and you'll find it. फैजान ये वर्कशीट कंप्लीट हो गई. बहुत स्लो जा रही. आज करो. एक बार आई so much in my life. खुदा का कौन करूंगा. 4 मिनट अब मुझे हो गए. तो मोटिवेशन 4 मिनट मतलब कलेक्टिव ग्राफ दे रहा था. तो मुझे पता है